When you first heard about the news of Michael passing, what went through your head?
It was the worst feeling I've ever experienced in my life. You know, I've had other relatives who had passed away, but they weren't my close siblings. You know, they were like cousins or whatever, or friends. But when my brother passed away, it just seemed like my whole inner self just melted. I was actually I was at home building the studio that this album was recorded on, and my son called me and he said, "Dad, is it true what they're saying on the news about Uncle Michael?" I said, "What they saying, son?" He said they just rushed him to the hospital under cardiac arrest. And I said to him, "I don't know, let me find out." And so I immediately called my mom and to find out, turned on the news and saw what was going on, and I couldn't get her. So then I get a call back from my cousin, which is her chaperone, and he said, "Your mother would like for you guys to come to the hospital right now." So of course, you know, I'm all drenched in carpenter clothes or whatever, so I'm looking like a bomb. So I take 5 minutes to dress myself, go to the gas station because I got to go to LA. And on my way there, my sister Janet calls me and she says, "Tito, are you driving?" And right then I knew that she was gonna like give me some really, really bad information. And that's when I found out that my brother had passed away. And it was saddest day of my life still.
Do you feel any sort of anger towards the doctor that was working with Michael at the time, who I guess prescribed him all that stuff?
Well, I've always been taught, especially through my mom, to forgive. You don't have to forget, but you should forgive people, because people sometimes don't do things purposely. But I do fault him for not paying attention. He's a doctor and he knows what he did and whatever he was administering. To my brother, he should have been there watching and monitoring as a doctor and not on the phone with his girl.
Yeah. You know, one of the things that Berry Gordy said during the funeral was that Michael accomplished everything he ever dreamed of. Would you agree?
No, because Michael was the type of person, he was a visionary, and Michael saw a brighter star. He saw a brighter star, and he's always imagining bigger and bigger and bigger. So I can imagine him thinking that way. Maybe Mr. Gordy felt that, but the thoughts of Michael Jackson, the scale has no limit. So.
Well, I mean, at the time of his passing, Michael Jackson was the most famous person on the planet.
Yes, yes. And he's still pretty much the same thing today. Everywhere I travel in the world, you know, I see his memorabilia or records or fan base or whatever is just totally there, you know, and even his spirits travel with us when we're on stage. We can feel his presence on stage. We can imagine what he would be doing at that time, and we get energy from that.